Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Disney. We're going to talk about Mickey Mouse. We're going to talk about that copyright debacle and how a user got a copyright strike against them.
I think there's a couple different ones.
Yeah, so let's talk about this issue. We're going to see a lot of this, I think, with Disney this year. I think we're going to see some legal battles, personally. I think we're going to see some legal battles as people brush right up against what they can and can't do with public domain in regards to Steamboat Willie, because remember, Mickey Mouse is still a trademark of the Walt Disney Company.
Right.
And this is coming up, and other people are saying it now. Shocker, you know. But I think Disney's going to do everything they can do to stop people from using Mickey Mouse in a disparaging way. So,
well, the video in question here is funny as heck. But
yeah,
Mickey's saying about people's asses and stuff like that, though. So
yeah. So let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to shop clownfish.com, Crimson Wren, Volume 1, and previously on Clownfish TV. These books are printed. They're in stock. They're not public domain.
No, they're not.
You're going to have to outlive us. You're going to have to live another 95 years to get them. But yeah, so they're printed. They're ready to ship, guys, if you want a copy. Go out to shopclownfish.com. You guys have been great. A lot of people supported the first campaign, the second campaign, and the second campaign. It's like second breakfast. We're like hobbits. Money hobbits. We're like money hobbits. That's what we are. We want second dibs. First dip, second dip, third dip. Let's talk about Disney. So Steamboat Willie entered public domain on January 1st, 2024. That being said, technically this version of Mickey Mouse is public domain, technically, but Disney still has the trademark to Mickey Mouse. So they're not going to part with Mickey. They're not going to want to part with him.
I think I think it's going to depend. If you're using things exclusively that are Steamboat Willie, then you're probably okay. If you're using things like, and you're trying to say Mickey Mouse or take it up to that line, where you're using Mickey Mouse as the character and you're going to do it in a disparaging way, you might have a problem. Yeah,
and that's what they're going to argue because, we have these horror movies coming out. We talked about them in the previous video, and some of them, if they just call them like Steamboat Willie and they show like the back of his head or something, I don't think there's a problem with that. If you've got the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse in a video as like a jump scare in a video game, there was one, but they don't actually call him Mickey Mouse. But there's another one that actually looks like Mickey Mouse. They call him Mickey Mouse, and it's actually the version of a more modern version of Mickey Mouse. And I'm like, you're asking for trouble. Good luck with that, because I think they're going to come after you. So this is coming from Mashable. YouTube demonetizes public domain Steamboat Willie video after copyright claim. And they did an update. They did release it. But here's what happened. They said on Thursday, voice actor and YouTuber Brock Baker. Is that the guy that does all the Disney voices?
No, I don't know. He might be one of them. That's not the one you usually think of, but yeah.
No, Brock Baker uploaded a new video titled Steamboat Willie Brock's Dub to his YouTube channel with more than 1 million subscribers. The video contains the entirety of the animated short Steamboat Willie, with Baker providing his own comedic voiceovers and sound effects throughout the less than 8-minute long cartoon. And you said it was pretty funny. I don't know if we can run
There's parts that are lame, but there's parts that were funny.
According to Baker, shortly after uploading the clip, YouTube demonetized the video, evidently on behalf of the erstwhile copyright owner Disney. Baker also shared a screenshot to his X/Twitter account showing the video was being blocked from view in some territories. Partially blocked.
Well, some territories could be that they don't have public domain there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so this is where it gets sticky too. Mickey gets sticky. This is where it gets sticky too, because the copyright laws, are different in different countries. There's certain content that you can run in the States, totally fine. You can't run it in other countries and vice versa. It just depends on, because I know we had some cuts of some of our gaming videos, and we had some anime interspersed in the Animal Crossing one is what I'm thinking of. And in Japan, they weren't allowed to play it. Japan and like Korea and Taiwan and stuff, they weren't allowed to play it. Oh, I guess. Am I allowed to say Taiwan's its own country? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. So prior to this year, nothing would be out of the ordinary. Disney is protective of the copyright, but they said, as of this week, Disney was striking people. Now, they said that they released it.
Yeah. Disney acknowledged that it was public domain. But now, to be fair, I want to point out, it could be that they have things in place that automatically go around, because they were, I guess, doing this to several people's videos that do it. They just didn't, which they should have had it prepared to update. They didn't. A lot of times it's like law firms they hire I know with music and different things, it's usually like these
Warner Chappelle's.
yeah, they hire these companies to just go around and strike everything, even when they're not entitled to it. I know people have gotten stuff struck when it was their own content, but because somebody else used it in something, they were trying to, I know like with the Johnny Depp Amber Heard stuff, some of the people were getting struck stuff. Some people had videos out of their reaction to what was going on at the time, and they put them in that stupid Netflix documentary, and then the Netflix people were copyright striking them for their own content that they weren't entitled to use in the first place.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, there's a lot of weirdness.
They're using bots and AI a lot of times to do a match. And I think a lot of times people aren't even paying attention. They're like, oh, this matches our Netflix documentary, so this must be, our stuff. And you can't, it doesn't work that way.
No.
Like you said, you lick it, it doesn't make it
Yours.
But Disney likes to lick a lot of things. And in this case, I do think this is probably residual icky for Mickey.
Well, they got it released within like a day, and usually they said they had up to 30 days. And we've been there where people unfairly copyright claim things.
Yeah,
like our reaction to like the one She-Ra trailer and stuff.
Right.
And then they sat on it to a while to try to cause us problems. Well, they were expecting that to happen, but Disney did release it within a day.
What gets me a lot of times is, reaction videos are very kind of dicey because as long as it's transformative, and you're not like uploading the whole damn movie.
You're watching the whole person's video entirety and commenting the whole way through.
Right. I think you're probably safe. If you take a minute or 2 or 30 seconds of a snippet, you're usually safe. Or if you're not legally safe, the algorithm, the bots don't catch it because it's different enough from the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean it's legal. I mean, it might be a case of like, it's just they're not aware, Paramount's not aware that you're, reacting to their whole movie, but nobody's flagged it. So in this case, yeah, I think Disney's probably like, it's fair use. And it's, if not the copyright thing, but also they're like, we don't need the public black eye at this point.
Well, that's just it. They hit the news. Media was picking it up that they were copyright striking people. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think they walked it back really quick because they were just like, well, it's going to look worse for us to copyright strike than to not.
Yeah, now they are still blocking it in some countries. Greece, Germany, Italy, Poland, Spain.
Chechnya, whatever.
You can't watch it. It just depends. Again, the laws are different. And you can use VPN to see where it's going. But I think this is one that they're gonna look at, their lawyers are gonna look at, because as we pointed out, there is a difference between copyright and trademark. Mm-hmm. And I think just posting Steamboat Willie, reacting, or adding funny voices or something, as long as it doesn't get into disparaging, like if you use the Steamboat Willie video and you have him making a bunch of really lewd jokes.
He does in this video.
Oh, he does make really okay. So
they're hilarious though. Some of them are really funny.
they might actually be able to come back and be like, you are tarnishing the reputation of Mickey Mouse. See, I didn't watch the video. You watched the video.
I sent it to you.
I didn't watch it. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. But, you're tarnishing the reputation of Mickey Mouse. There's brand confusion because you're running the whole thing. So this might not be over, or he might get off, but other people won't.
It was funny because in the video, well, I haven't watched the original Steamboat Willie for years, but like they turns the animals into musical instruments.
Yeah.
And they spin him off as like he's like this like psychotic person that likes to abuse animals. And then the one part though with the pigs, like he pulls the baby pigs off the mama pig, turns upside down and starts playing her nipples.
Oh my!
Like that was in the original.
Yeah.
He's like, leave me alone. I'm playing with your mama's titties. It's like what?
There's a lot of stuff they won't be able to get away with today. It was
funny.
This kind of reminds me of it. See, it doesn't work in live action. It kind of reminds me of the Monty Python skit where he's like putting mice in the, and he's hitting them with a hammer to make them squeak, and they make them stop doing it. It's not real. They didn't actually hurt the mice.
Speaking of live action, as a play on the live action Disney stuff, someone did put a costume on. It was like a live action Steamboat Willie with blower's cramp. And they're on some kind of boat, and basically it's just them, like this creepy music, just pointing at different things on the boat. It's
oh god,
really weird.
Yeah. So I think that they're again, they're really gonna come. They're gonna butt up against it, and some of the stuff I think is totally fair. Like I said, the video game where they just have the Steamboat Willie looking character, and it's obviously not Disney's Mickey Mouse. The other one where they're actually calling it like Mickey Mouse Funhouse or something, whatever that horror movie is. I'm like, and that's not the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey. You're totally going to get pinched. I'd be shocked if they didn't. This is Alexandra Roberts, a Northeastern University law and media professor. She said there are types of uses of Mickey that are now very clearly allowed under copyright law. There are other types of uses that are going to be a little gray, both because the character of Mickey presents some novel challenges under copyright and because Disney's extensive uses of Mickey as a trademark. And we keep telling people, we told people this. We said, don't get too excited yet. You know, don't let your nipples get too hard and let Mickey play with them yet, because Disney will definitely defend their trademark. They're ridiculous. Even when they don't have a case, they will run you out of money just to get you to give up.
Yeah, and like they said, which we mentioned too, trademarks don't expire.
Yeah, as long as you continue to use something as a brand in commerce, as long as you put Starbucks on coffee beans and you sell them to people, you have trademark rights. Yeah, this is to protect this brand. Disney has many trademark registrations for an image of Mickey used in connections with games, toys, hotel services, theme parks, and that kind of thing. And again, we pointed this out in the other video, their trademark filing for Mickey, they show every version of Mickey Mouse in that filing. Like from 1928 onward, they show every version of Mickey Mouse. So I would be very, very careful. I think you can probably like repost Steamboat Willie to your YouTube channel now. Maybe you can dub it, I don't know, and you're probably okay. But if you're gonna go making a horror movie or a video game and you're gonna call it Mickey Mouse, I think they're gonna come after you. That is my professional, unprofessional legal opinion. We're gonna wrap this up?
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Bye.